The acrid smoke stung Ariel Shade's lungs as she stumbled through the wreckage of the settlement. Behind her, the crackling flames consumed what had been home to 300 souls just hours ago. The Zarthik raiders had come without warning, their sleek vessels descending like silver wasps upon the colony world of Haven's Edge. Ariel pressed a hand against the gash in her side, crimson seeping between her fingers. Her pulse hammered in her ears, nearly drowning out the distant screams. She'd been a combat medic in the Terran Defense Corps once, before retiring to this quiet corner of human space. That training had kept her alive this long, but she could feel her body failing with each ragged breath. A whimper cut through the chaos. She turned, squinting through the smoke, and saw him, a small Karathi child. No more than 5 standard years old. His tawny fur was matted with ash and blood, his large amber eyes streaming tears. Corvi. She recognized him from the settlement's medical center, where his mother worked as a nurse. "Corvi," Ariel rasped, stumbling toward him. "Where's your mother?" The cub's pointed ears flattened against his skull. He pointed a trembling paw toward a collapsed building, and Ariel's heart sank. She knew what that meant. Another explosion rocked the settlement. The Zarthik were methodical, destroying everything of value, taking what they could sell on the black markets of the Outer Rim. Ariel had seen their handiwork before, entire colonies reduced to ash and memory. "Come here, little one," she said, kneeling despite the lance of agony through her torso. Corvi ran to her, his small arms wrapping around her neck, his body shaking with sobs. Ariel's vision swam. She could feel the darkness creeping in at the edges, cold and patient. Blood loss. She'd lost too much. Her medical training told her she had minutes, maybe less. "It's okay," she whispered, stroking Corvi's head with her free hand. "You're going to be okay." The lie tasted bitter, but she needed him to believe it. She needed to believe it. A shadow fell across them. Ariel looked up to see 3 Zarthik soldiers, their chitinous exoskeletons gleaming purple-black in the firelight. Their compound eyes reflected the flames like 1,000 tiny mirrors. One of them chittered something in their clicking language, and the others laughed, a sound like bones scraping against metal. The lead soldier raised his plasma rifle, aiming it at Corvi. "No," Ariel croaked. With the last of her strength, she pushed Corvi behind her, shielding him with her body. The Zarthik soldier's mandibles spread in what might have been amusement. "Human," it said in broken standard. "Move, or die together." "Together, then," Ariel whispered. The darkness took her. Ariel's eyes snapped open. She was standing, though she didn't remember rising. Her hand was around the lead Zarthik's throat, lifting the soldier off the ground as if it weighed nothing. The creature's legs kicked uselessly, its mandibles clicking in panic. The other 2 soldiers were backing away, their rifles raised but trembling. They were shrieking, high-pitched sounds of terror that seemed wrong coming from such fearsome predators. Ariel looked down at herself. Her wound was still there, but it wasn't bleeding anymore. Her skin had taken on a strange pallor, and when she flexed her fingers, she felt strength coursing through her muscles like electricity. The dead man protocol, the neural implant every combat medic received, designed to activate only in the moment of clinical death. It flooded the body with combat stimulants, overrode pain receptors, and boosted physical capabilities to superhuman levels. It could keep a corpse fighting for 15 minutes before the body finally gave out. 15 minutes. That was all she had. The Zarthik in her grip was turning blue, its struggles weakening. Ariel hurled it aside with casual force, sending it crashing through a burning wall. She turned to the remaining soldiers, and they shrieked louder. "Run," she said, her voice hollow and cold. They did, scrambling over debris in their haste to escape. Ariel turned to find Corvi staring at her, his eyes wide with wonder and fear. She knelt, forcing her face into something resembling a smile. "I need you to be brave," she said. "Can you do that?" The cub nodded slowly. "Good. There's an evacuation bunker 300 meters north of here. Do you know where that is?" Another nod. "Run there. Don't stop. Don't look back. Tell them Ariel Shade sent you. They'll protect you." "But you—" "I'll be right behind you," she lied again. "Go, now." Corvi hesitated for only a moment before darting off into the smoke, his small form disappearing into the darkness. Ariel stood surveying the burning settlement. Through the smoke, she could see Zarthic soldiers gathering their wounded, preparing to retreat to their ships. They'd gotten more than they bargained for, but they hadn't gotten everything. Ariel began walking toward them, her enhanced senses cataloging every target, every threat. The Dead Man Protocol whispered tactical data into her consciousness. 15 soldiers between her and their extraction point. 3 heavy weapons, multiple escape routes. The Zarthic saw her coming. Some raised their weapons. Others simply ran. Ariel's last sight before blacking out had been Corvy's tears, his small body shaking with grief and terror. That image had followed her into the darkness, had pulled her back from whatever lay beyond. Now, as she broke into a run that no living human should be capable of, she made them a promise. The Zarthic would remember this day. They would remember what happened when you threatened humanity's children, even the ones with fur and pointed ears. They would remember that humans didn't stay down. The first soldier's shriek cut short as Ariel reached him. 14 to go. Somewhere in the distance, Corby was running toward safety. That was all that mattered. That was worth the price of dying twice in one night. The settlement burned, but dawn was coming. And when it arrived, one small Karathi cub would be there to see it, alive because a dead woman had refused to let her last sight be his tears.